Hey y'all, it's Dallas McCade alongside Smokin' Joe Lasher, and welcome to the Ingles table. And we are getting ready for some fall recipes. Guess what? It's National Pumpkin Month.
That's right, Dallas. And today we're gonna make my grilled chicken thighs with mushrooms and a Parmesan pumpkin sauce.
That sounds fantastic. Let's get it started.
Let's get started. All right, first of all, you see I've got some chicken thighs from the Ingles meat department right here searing. You can do these on the grill or in the cast iron skillet or whatever, but it's most important just to get a really good salt and pepper sear on these guys. And I'm doing bone in. You can do boneless. You can do chicken breast if you like.
But they always taste better with the bone in.
Listen, if you've ever watched any videos that we've done, if anyone's watched, you know I love chicken thighs. It's the most flavorful cut of chicken. So I do bone in. I like to leave the bone in, but you can do whatever you'd like. So here on the side, we've got a cast iron skillet. I've got a little olive oil on the bottom of that, and I just put 2 cups of mushrooms in. And all we're gonna do is we're gonna let these cook down a little bit, and then we're gonna put some salt, pepper, and some rosemary in with that and cook them down a little further, and I'll show you what happens after that.
It's a simple recipe, but it's gonna be delicious.
All right, so here, Dallas, check this out. We're gonna flip this guy right over. Look at that.
Oh my gosh, look how good that looks.
Nice and golden. We're gonna let these go, and you know, honestly, you can let them just kind of keep flipping like that. They need to get to an internal temperature of about 165 to be safe. Finish them in the oven if you'd like, or just let them go low and slow there. Now here, we're ready for some salt and pepper, just as much as you like or as little as you want.
Well, I say you can never have too much pepper.
That's right. That
salt,
is
I take
pepper.
It a little easier,
and let's put a couple sprigs of that rosemary in there, just a couple of them. And basically, we're just going to get them in, and that heat will start to steam that rosemary and get it. That flavor will start to just meld with these mushrooms.
Those mushrooms are so good.
Yeah.
You can never have too many mushrooms in a recipe. That's just my opinion.
I don't think so. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the heat on this and just let the heat from the pan. You know, that's the good thing about cast iron is it holds that heat. So. And but when you're cooking with gas and with cast iron, you just gotta use your judgment call. I'm not always the best. Sometimes I do okay with it, but
it definitely holds on to the heat, so it continues.
That's
to cook,
exactly
even though you
right.
Turn the gas off.
You see those mushrooms are starting to just cook down there, and you can smell the rosemary already coming out. Oh
Smells so good. Yes.
That is right. Okay, Dallas, now that we've got our mushrooms set aside, we're going to use those in a little bit. Let's go ahead and start making our pumpkin sauce. Well, first thing we want to do is put that butter in there. Exactly. And we don't have to wait for that to melt entirely. Let's go ahead and put our pumpkin in there. And this is a pumpkin puree, not pumpkin pie filling, okay?
Big difference.
There's a huge difference. Yep.
I feed my dogs pumpkin. They love pumpkin.
Yeah,
But you got to make sure you do pumpkin puree.
Now, you're a vegan. Are your dogs vegan too?
No.
Let's not do that to those poor dogs. Okay, let's go. Next, we're going to put about a cup of almond milk in there. And what we want to do at this point is take that whisk and let's put that all together. Let's just whisk it all together. You know, it's a little big of a pan, but it's going to be perfect. It's going to be perfect. Whisk it all together. We'll let that butter melt down. And then once we get it melted and a little creamy here, we're going to add some Parmesan cheese to that.
Oh, it smells so good.
It's just pumpkin. And I tell you, if you like it a little spicy, you could put some smoked paprika or even some cayenne pepper in there. It'd be awesome. Cayenne would be awesome. That's exactly right. Yeah, so just kind of keep whisking that around there, and there we go.
Oh, it's so nice and creamy. It looks awesome.
Already. And you know, of course, if I had a little more almond milk, we might add a little here or there. But I like the almond milk rather than a regular dairy product. I like the way it melds with this pumpkin a little bit better.
Well, and also I like my sauce a little bit thick.
Yeah, it's thicker.
If you're going to coat something, I want it to stay on there, so I get a good, get a good taste of it.
So really, all we're doing, we don't really have to sit. We're just melding these flavors. So let's go ahead and put a couple, but not all of that. Let's just put about half of that. You can. Yeah, there we go. That'll be good. I think, and you can decide how much cheese you want based on however thick your sauce already is.
Or how much you love that Parmesan flavor.
That's exactly right. So now we've got that melting down. Again, I'm going to kind of cut the heat off and just let the pan do its work. Look at there.
Great. Oh, it smells so good.
Doesn't that smell so good? Now let's take this We're gonna put about half of these mushrooms back into there, just like so. Now at this point, you can do this however you'd like. You can plate up, dip this, dollop, whatever you wanna do. We've got our chicken to 165 internal. What I like to do, take these chickens, set them right on top of here, just like so. Just like so. Like this, like this. Then I like to take the rest of these mushrooms and just put them right on the top of here like so.
Oh, this looks great. It's a great way to celebrate National Pumpkin Month.
Take your rosemary, put it around just like so. And
it's all about the presentation.
it really is. And then I've got a few fresh sprigs we'll put around here.
That's great.
And there we go, we're ready.
Little Parmesan?
Little Parmesan, that's exactly what's next. I was gonna say, let's just throw it right over top of that. And then the heat of that will actually melt it down, or you could pop it in the oven if you wanted to and hold it warm, let that Parmesan melt. But that is it.
And that looks fantastic. Happy National Pumpkin Month. This is the way to do it. Thank you so much for joining us today here on the Ingles shopping list. And we will see you next time on our next episode.
We'll see you guys.